Hello and a very warm welcome to Singapore. Singapore's President S.R. Nathan says the approval process to draw down 4.9 billion Sing dollars from past reserves was a rigorous one. Speaking in detail for the first time about his decision for the government to tap the reserves to fund two schemes aimed at saving jobs and keeping businesses afloat, Mr. Nathan said he and the Council of Presidential Advisers recognized the importance of giving full confidence and backing to the budget measures, and that a speedy decision was needed to stem the tide of the economic downturn. As Ramesh with the story.
He is the first Singapore elected president to use the second key to unlock past reserves accumulated by the Singapore government. Meeting the media on Tuesday, President S.R. Nathan emphasized that the Constitution does not prescribe the process for dealing with a request for using past reserves. All it spells out is the need for the President to consult the Council of Presidential Advisers and to publish his view when he approves a draw on past reserves.
It's not easy to say yes insofar as withdrawal of the reserves go. So there must be compelling reasons why we have to resort to withdrawing from past reserves.
Several members of parliament had, during the recent budget debate, expressed the opinion that the process of unlocking the reserves and the use of the second key by the elected president had been done quite quickly. But President Nathan says he and the Council of Presidential Advisers had been kept in the loop about the global and local economic situation since the middle of last year. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong also discussed the situation with the President informally and sounded him out about the government having to seek his approval to tap on past reserves for some extraordinary measures that were being considered. President Nathan revealed that the Finance Minister's formal request seeking his in-principle approval to draw on past reserves was made on the 19th of January, 3 days before Budget 2009, which was brought forward to 22nd January this year. After going through the proposal the next day, the President says he gave his in-principle approval on the 21st of January. Mr. Nathan said the rapidly deteriorating global economic situation and its adverse impact on Singapore's economy meant that he and his Council of Advisers had to address the request to use past reserves with urgency.
In this instance, the process of seeking and securing my in-principle approval took approximately 11 days. From the time the matter was first broached, the urgency was quite evident. And I think 11 days was reasonable. If it had to be, it could have been even shorter. The target was the budget. That was set. So whatever decision had to be made in time so that it can go into the proposal.
And his feelings about having used the second key for the first time?
I was hoping not. But the circumstances came. And of course, it's provided that if and when it comes, an approach will be made to me. But I have the advice of the Council of Presidential Advisers, which I must pay regard to. And we started it from the beginning of consulting together. And then I left it to them to deliberate on their own and then to give me their recommendation, which was consistent with what I had felt I should do.
But at the end of the day, Mr. Nathan says the system was tested and he has responded to the urgency of the situation. All this after clinically examining the government's proposal to use past reserves to battle the economic downturn.
Singapore's